Nah, man, how you been, brother?
Man, you know me, I don't complain. You
Yeah, I
know,
hear that, man. I hear
take the
that.
good with the bad and keep it moving, you did.
I hope it's more good than bad, man. It's
You know, it's about even. Just as much good as it is bad.
hey, I
But
feel you.
like I say, I take it good with the
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, yeah. I feel you. Hey, it's been pretty. I ain't gonna say it's been bad, but you know, shit, a nigga, my pops just died. I had the flu and shit, so it's been kind of bad. But you know, I ain't
Could
gonna.
have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. I got a lot of rest though with that flu shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was just laying. I was just laying around for like a week. So it was just crazy though. But man,
Did you see that thread on Facebook about a 25-year Jefferson reunion? You saw
I saw that, man. What is that about? Are you going?
that? um, I don't think it's about nothing until they say it's about something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like they
I
just
asked, was you going?
think right now.
Yeah, I saw that, man. I was like, okay, I don't know. It depends on when it is. So I can't,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But nah, you ready to rock? Here we go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Man, welcome back to another edition of the Are We Not Men show. As it is, man, B. As always, I got my main man P with me. What's happening, man? How you doing today?
Man, I can't complain. How you?
Man, you know, it's same shit, different roll of toilet paper, man. We been down for a couple of weeks, man. It's lot been going on, but we gonna get back to doing what we do. So today we got a show, and the title of the show is Hooters, Hooters, Hooters. And that's basically we stole that from a childhood idol or childhood hero, Mr. Al Bundy. You remember Al Bundy Young?
That's my man. I watch him every day.
Hey, like you know what be crazy though, but I don't understand. It's like they remake everything except shit like that. They need to
Nah,
bring Al
they
Bundy
talked
back.
about it.
They
They
did,
talked about it.
man. They should.
Yeah, I saw an interview with Bud Bundy about 6 months ago where he was ready to go with it, but I don't think they did no serious talks about it. But
Yeah.
it's about to be the last season of that other show with Al on, so shoot, they might bring Al back.
Hey man, they need to bring Al. Now they ain't gonna bring him back because of the atmosphere we're in, but they need him back though. Cause
I don't see why not. You know what
Al
I'm
was
saying?
funny though.
Everybody else just as crass.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Al was.
That's tame for today's standards.
Yeah, man, Al was funny. We don't have stuff like that no more, man. But
Nah.
nah, man, that was a different era. You know what I'm saying? That, and Al was just one of them dudes. I hope they bring it back. But basically, we want to talk about. Man, I seen a story this week about breastfeeding kits for men. So say like when you knock your old lady up and she's unable to produce milk, they trying to put a hormone kit that will enable men to grow breasts and breastfeed their babies when they women can't breastfeed them. Like I thought that was real. I mean, it's a sign of the times when you think about it, but you know what I'm saying. Like as a man, I don't really want to be that invested in yeah, I want to see my kids grow and become productive, but I don't think I would go through the process of growing breasts so I could breastfeed them. I think I'm gonna have a Similac baby if it come down to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That. I mean, where do you think that shit comes from? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we always be talking about the new definition of masculinity and everything. Do you think we at a point where it's gonna be cool for men to grow breasts and breastfeed and all that?
Yeah, it's cool now. Men always wanted to have babies and shit.
You
That's
think
not
so?
nothing new.
I
They've been
ain't
talking
never
about that for years.
I ain't never really thought I wanted to have no baby. I ain't never really
I
like
never thought about wanting to have a baby,
yeah.
but I've always thought about the position of that's the best way to have a baby. You can make sure that the development go the way you want. Like when you impregnate a woman, you don't have any control over that situation at all.
That
Like
is true.
if she want to keep it, whether she want to not keep it, when she keep it, whether she want to smoke cigarettes when you're not around, whether she want to, I'm saying you don't have any control over it at all.
That is
So
true.
for me, it's so important that if I was to have a child, yeah, I probably wouldn't mind having it, but I don't want to have. I ain't saying on no, you know what I'm saying, female, I want to be. Nah, it's not like that at all. But
Okay.
to have the control, the ultimate control, yeah, I would like to have the control. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you ain't gonna never have the control, but I mean, you gonna have control up to a certain uh, limit. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell every young dude out here, man, the goal of any relationship is to get your woman to do what you need her to do while making her feel like she still got a voice. You understand? So yeah, you'll never have full control over what's gonna happen, but you can have a lot of say in what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you really with somebody, like we say all the time, you should have to have a certificate or a license to have a baby. So if you with a young lady and y'all ready to make that step, y'all should be on the same accord when it come to having kids. But I don't want to be on it where I have to physically change my body to to to
Nah,
bring that
I don't
about.
want to do that.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't with that.
Because just imagine, say say you seen me and I had some titties. Like what would be your first reaction? What would be your first question come to mind?
He's undergoing some type of
You think I'm
gender
transgender?
transformation.
You
Yeah,
think I'm
some type of gender transformation, and
so?
he's undergoing some type of hormonal therapy. Is what my first thoughts will be, because you always been kind of a slimmer guy. So
Yeah. So if
for
I
you to
start,
have some breasts out the blue, I'm gonna feel like he's doing something.
so you would automatically go to transgender, like no, just
My
off the bat,
in this day and age, I'm not saying transgender, but
right?
he's definitely having some type of
Break,
gender identity crisis, maybe,
right.
or undergoing some type of gender gene therapy because you're a slim dude where you get breasts from.
Yeah. I mean, so and they talking like you can go up to a B cup, dog. Like I mean, I know that ain't super huge,
I
but
mean, if you was a musclehead type, you'll have big chest anyway.
nah, but not no because breasts sit different though. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, your breasts hang low, man. Like your chest up here, your breasts down here.
Let me tell you something, man. Do you know that fundamentally, male and female is the same, except for the introduction of certain hormones during certain periods of the infant's development? So it's not that far fetched.
It's not that far fetched. But the thing that would be crazy is like when you start catching lawsuits for making fun of dudes with breasts. You know what I'm saying? Cause that would be the next step. Like you would see like your man's had like some breasts and he would be like, man, what's wrong with you? Do you have titties? And they would be like, they'd be able to sue you for that. Cause that's where we at nowadays. Everybody's sensitive. Like you wouldn't even be able to clown your dude for going breasts. Like if I seen you with breasts, you been bigger than me. But I mean, I can imagine saying, so your titties would probably be bigger than mine. You know what I'm saying?
For
So
sure.
if I saw you with some titties, I would be like, man, what the fuck is going on, B? You know what I'm saying? So would you be offended if I attacked you for your breasts, even though you was doing it to feed your child, and I would understand that.
If I was wild enough to undergo some type of therapy where I could get some breasts, then I wouldn't care what you said. Because if I'm that wild, then what do I care about what you got to say about me anyway? But I'm not wild enough to go get no breasts for real, for real. That's not even my thing, for real.
Man,
I don't want those. I don't want those breasts.
yeah, they look like they heavy, man. Your back be all hurt and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, women don't even. Women, a lot of women don't even like wearing bras and shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe if you could stay in the house for like, you know what I'm saying, if you're gonna
3
breastfeed
months.
for 6 months, maybe if you could stay in the house and nobody see you for 6 months or something, but if I gotta go to work like that, I can't go to
Man,
work like that.
your shirt gonna be having wet spots in it and shit. You know what, man? It's gonna
Yeah, I
be
can't
wild,
go to work
man.
like that.
Nah, hey man, but then it was another story, man. We gonna stay on the same line as far as breasts, man. This had to do with some cheerleaders out in Wisconsin, right? It was like out in Wisconsin, and the cheerleaders had, what did they have? They had like the best booty and the
Nah,
best,
biggest booty,
yeah, biggest
biggest
booty
booty, and
and
biggest
biggest breasts.
breasts.
Uh, a lot of people was up in arms about that. I ain't see no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a great idea. You know, I mean, what say you about that situation?
Do you think it would have been all right if they would have had biggest dick print
I think
award?
I think you have to realize this, man.
Nah,
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 nah.
nah. I'm going to realize this.
I'm gonna tell you, you
What you
gotta
gonna-
realize this, man. When you look at Instagram, see, every people gotta understand. Every woman is not aspiring to be a judge or a doctor or a lawyer no more. You know, some of these little youngins is aspiring to be Instagram models. Go on social media. You see millions and millions of pics of women, shapely women with tight form fitting shit on, showing off the biggest ass and the biggest titties. You know what I'm saying? So why is you mad at these young cheerleader girls for having an award like that? Because 9 times out of 10, they gonna end up turning into Instagram models. I mean, I ain't gonna say 9 times out of 10, but some of them gonna end up being Instagram models. Like you talk about, go on Instagram, you might see a youngin with some yoga pants on, got 100,000 likes. This is what she do all day. You know, she makes a living out of taking pictures with form fitting clothes on. So if your titties and your ass can be an asset, why try to hide it? You shouldn't shame them girls for having, if she got a big booty or a big chest.
If you're in high school, B, and they have a biggest dick print award, are you offended? Is what I ask
I'm
you.
not offended because that's
Okay.
the era we live in, dog.
Okay.
These little youngins is on social media doing all kinds of wild shit.
See, I don't agree with what they're doing on social media.
I don't
So
either.
I don't have any children, but I can imagine me being a parent not liking what's going on now and them considering me old fashioned and people not liking me very much because I don't know why you need certain stuff, why children need certain stuff. So yeah, as a parent, I would have been very offended by that because that's body shaming. What about the people with little asses and little titties? You know what I'm saying? What about, you know what I'm saying? You got 5 people, you only got 2 awards, you got a whole school full of people that's already going through issues about their body. It's a tough age. It's a tough age, B.
It is, and I ain't got no problem with that.
Maybe if it was college, you know what I'm saying? College, they can have all the big titty and big ass contests they want.
But
in school, no way.
At the end of the day, these little youngins want titties and ass. That's why they go to a back.
I don't care. To present that as an award is crass.
It's not.
And you know me, I'm one of those I don't give a fuck type of people.
It's reality.
Nah, I think it's crass.
Yeah,
I thought it was crass and of bad taste.
Explain that though. How you the most liberal person I know, and now all of a sudden you on some conservative shit.
I always tell you when it comes to children, the rules are a little different. Because they're here, they come as blank slates and they get what we put on them and what we imprint on them. And I think it's messed up when we imprint bad ideas on them, whether it's the sign of the times or not. Okay. They don't need to have them in school. Like I was catering an event at a school one time and the DJ was playing a song where the song was bitches you fucking or what? Is how to, you know, so I'm in there, I'm getting the food and stuff together and I'm listening to this song. And I'm like, this is a school, even though the kids were like, they were seniors, I believe, you know what I'm saying? but it still was a school. I'm like, this is what we're promoting. And I looked over at one of the other adults. I'm like, what? I'm like, and the lady just looked at me and she was like, yeah, they singing stuff or some old shit like that. I just like, okay.
So
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't intervene, but I thought like inside of a school, like really?
Yeah, it's happening. Bruh, no, I mean, think about it. When we was in school, people was fucking in the school. So it's always been that element.
You didn't support it. You didn't support it as an administration is all I'm saying. What goes on goes on. But me as the person that's running the school, I don't have to say, well, it's cool, so I'm going to let them play these songs. Or I'm going to let them have an ass and titty competition because the sign of the times is ass and titties. Me as the adult there, the role model there, no, I didn't do it. I disagree with.
So let me ask you this one question, man. When at what age do you believe the kids become, like as we like to say, people that ain't shit? They could become ass people.
It could be any age because you become accountable at a different age than I do. Nobody's development's the same. Right. You might have somebody that's 5 years old that ain't shit. You understand what I'm talking about? I had a discussion with somebody the other day where they were telling me how they would go through all of this for their child. I'm like, that's cool. I'm saying, so I said, well, what if your child ain't shit? You know what I'm saying? I said, what about a dick? You know what I'm saying? He was like, the question was like, would you save your wife or save your child in this instance? And he was constantly going with the child, and I'm cool with that. Right. But I said, well, what if your child ain't shit? You know what I'm saying? You done saved your child, your wife done died. 2 weeks later, you done put your ass in a home or some old shit. You know what I'm saying?
That is
People
true,
ain't shit.
But I think that's because, see, you got to have kids first to really appreciate that answer. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird because you would throw out a bunch of, but I would have to side with that too. Like, and I'm married, so my wife would tell you the same thing. We going with the kid. Like,
she's supposed to. But what happens when your kids ain't shit, yo?
Then that means you failed as a parent. You know what I'm saying?
And that's got nothing to do with the question. You got to save them or save your wife. You failed as a parent. You got a little piece of shit right here that's about to drown. Do you save your loving wife or do you let the little piece of shit drown?
Nah, you got to get your kids because the kids are the future, man. And as long as they...
So you got a future piece of shit on your hand.
Yeah, but at least he might be able to turn it around. Like when you 40, 50, you stuck in your ways, bro. Like he still got life to live and he could become a better person.
I'll tell you this right here.
What's that?
People ain't shit.
And that's what I'm saying. So
what you can always expect people to do is what people do.
That's right. So you got to realize that little Sally that's getting the biggest booty award, she might eventually end up doing a bukkake on the oil sheets yacht somewhere. You know, that's.
I think she should if she wants to, but I don't think that the school have the right to let that go on inside the school. Not inside the school, B. That's my only problem.
Anyway, man.
You know what I'm saying? I cannot condone that as the adult of this place.
The little youngins is on Instagram and Snapchat.
And that's fine.
Anyway, man. So
what they do on their off time got nothing to do with me.
Man, because it has everything. Because a lot of times now, the sexting is a real thing. So now
don't bring it in my school, B. Do not have my teachers playing those obnoxious songs.
Drug use
Do not have my teachers giving big titty and big ass awards. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, man, the teachers is touching these kids, man. What are you talking about?
They sure are. But I'm not going to condone it. I can't condone it.
Hey, man, because they got big. I'm not condoning it either, but it's the reality of life. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree. But see, when I allow you to have an award like that, all I'm doing is perpetuating it. And the least thing I can do is not let them have no big titty and big ass award. Come on, man. At your school?
It's too late.
Come on, man.
It's too late. People ain't shit.
Not in my school. They do it at the school my kids going to, we going to have a problem.
They gonna do it anyway. Stop. You can't.
And that's fine.
You can't say the word, man.
I'm gonna get the concerned parents together, and we going down there with our picket signs, and we're gonna make sure they won't do it again.
And you know what? Them little youngins with the big ass and the big titties, they still gonna be out there showing that monkey.
That's got nothing to do with me.
So
what they do on their own times got nothing to do with me. But what they doing inside educational public school that I pay my taxes for has everything to do with me, and I do not want my administration condoning nothing like that.
Hey, that's fair enough, brother. But I'm telling you, people ain't shit, and it's going down.
Like a motherfucker.
It's going down. So all that trying to that shit is old, man. Let these little youngins be free. You
They can be free. I want them to be free.
Dog. You are
I want them to be. I want them to be free, B. I just don't want them inside of my public school.
You slut shaming.
I don't want to see it inside of my public school. I don't want my administration condoning nothing like that inside of my public school.
That is that toxic masculinity. You got to let them be free, man. All right, let them be
They can be free. They can be free all they want when they get out of school. But I'm not going to be the one in here talking about it's cool. This shit ain't cool. It's not cool.
It is cool, man. That's what everybody.
It ain't cool.
That's what the
my pregnant 16-year-old daughter. It's not cool. I don't care what you say. Man. It's not cool.
Hey, man.
It's not cool.
But it's the reality we live, man. 16, 14, 12-year-olds been fucking since the beginning.
Since the dawn of time.
Yeah, man.
That don't mean that I gotta be a person inside of school talking about let's do it.
But
that ain't cool.
That Instagram is, man. So
Instagram's got nothing to do with me, D. I can't control Instagram.
To do with it, man. When you talking
I can't control Instagram.
But look, man, think about it like this: when a young girl grows up, see, imagine if we had Instagram back in the day. Imagine it was a Kim Kardashian.
B, let me cut you short, B. All of that's irrelevant to what I'm speaking of.
What I'm saying
is they can have all the Instagram, they can have all the Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm talking about inside of my school. I do not want my principal and administration having no big butt contests and playing no lewd, crude, obnoxious music on my tax fund dollar. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I got nothing against Instagram models. I got nothing against dick sucking sluts.
Right.
I got nothing against that. Do what you do.
Let me ask you this. Last question. You worked at a school, right?
For sure.
They had cell phones in school, right?
Off and on, we had a situation where sometimes we would take them because we wouldn't let them bring them in there.
For the most part, they got cell phones in school. So the shit is in the school whether you like it or not. That's my point. That's
got nothing to do with my point, though. You know what I'm saying? That's got nothing to do with my point. Because I'm accepting the fact that they got their phones.
Right.
I'm accepting the fact that there's Instagram sluts. I don't have a problem with that. Okay. All I'm saying is, why the fuck is the principal on stage having a big titty and ass contest? B, that's not right. I don't care nothing about what you're saying.
Man,
the principal don't need to be condoning nothing.
You gotta understand titties and ass.
Principal. Yeah, principal don't need. Not from the principal. There needs to be a line. There's got to be a line, B. There's got to be a line. There's got to be somewhere that's safe. What about your nerd little child that don't even want to hear nothing like that? You know what I'm saying? I got a little niece that don't even want to hear nothing like that.
That little nerd child, he just ain't figured out how to finesse it. He wants some titties.
Right, and he don't need to be hearing his principal.
He need to see
giving an award for big titties and ass.
He do, man. Let it hang, man. But we're about to move on to our favorite part of the show, man. It is the PAS moment of the week. And our PAS moment of the week goes to your boy. Everybody already know who this one goes to. Jesse, how the fuck you say his name? Jesse Smollett. That's some old redneck sounding name, right? But I'm sure everybody's seen his picture by now. It's not really, it's no need to put his picture up. We've been following this story for a while. I mean, and now it's all coming like that. This was all fabricated by the young man because he felt he wasn't getting paid enough on Empire. What do you think about this situation, P, man?
I thought it sounded kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Because, how did he think he was going to get paid more by putting this stuff? How was that going to get him more money on the show? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Because they said that somebody had sent, it was another theory that somebody sent, a racist letter to the show.
Nah, they saying he sent the letter too.
Oh, man.
You saw that? You ain't read that?
Man, it's been so many.
They're saying that he sent the letter too.
God, man, this is by himself.
Keeping in mind, the man is innocent until proven guilty. None of this is fact.
That's true.
But they are saying that he sent the letter too. The letter came like 2 weeks before he allegedly was attacked.
See, this is the problem I have with all this, man. I'm like, it's too much sucker shit going on in the world, man. When and this is why I always go back to when you start trying to redefine, like, this shit ain't never happened like this back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened to your integrity? You know what I'm saying? Like, as a man, you supposed to have some integrity. If you didn't like the pay check you was getting, you had the right to quit and go get another job. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you fabricate all this shit? Like, dudes ain't supposed to do shit like this, though. You know what I'm saying?
Why is he so stupid about it? I don't care. I don't care. He fabricated it. I'm more upset that he's so stupid about it and got caught, and now he got himself looking like a real jackass. He probably gonna lose his job because he cuts ties with your ass when that shit happens.
But you know what? He's stupid. The reason I'm mad about it because he was just like, he had enough time to fix this. He could have saved himself had he done it the right way. All he had to really do was say he had a porn and drug addiction, and they would have sent his ass to rehab. You understand? That's what everybody do. Tiger slept with, 30 brides, and he said I had a sex addiction. They sent him to rehab. Next thing you know, he went away for a few months. He came back. He playing golf again. What he should have done was when it got a whole lot of drugs in the system, and just start renting or going to go sleep with random hookers. So they could have said he was spiraling out of control. See, that's what, if you're going to go this far, you got to go all the way in. And that's what I'm mad about. Because now, social media going to eat you alive because you were so stupid about it. You know what I'm saying?
Ladies and gentlemen, please understand that there's a new day. There's a camera everywhere. There was a witness somewhere in the corner behind a trash can watching with a camera. They got the people inside the pawn shop, inside the sporting good place buying ski masks.
Yes.
All type of shit, man. Like, come on, man. You can't be stupid. You got to sew up all the loose ends if you're going to be doing stuff.
Thank you.
If you're not smart enough to be doing illegal stuff, stop doing illegal stuff.
And you
stop being stupid.
You got to understand this as well. Loyalty is dead. These young people are not loyal. You know what I'm saying?
Man, he paid him nothing but $3,500. They wasn't his friends. They say it was his personal trainer and his personal trainer's brother. You know what I'm saying? They paid these cats. They paid these cats $3,500, man, to fake beat him and put a noose around his neck. They say they bought the noose from the hardware store.
They did. They had it on camera too. You know what I'm saying?
No, they got credit card receipts. They got the Uber card, license plate that they came in. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who are these people?
Man, like nobody. That's what I'm saying. The day of the mastermind is over, man. Like, nobody thinks. Like a James Bond movie won't even be realistic in 5 years, bro. You realize what I'm saying? Like, if this is what we got to look forward to, man, we headed for some dark days, man. Because if you gonna fabricate all this shit and you ain't come up with a better scheme than this, you really realize that you an ain't shit person. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you got the PAS moment of the week, man. I hope you think they gonna lock his ass up?
Yeah. I do think they're gonna lock him up.
How much time you think he looking at, man?
He ain't gonna get like an acid time, but they say he can get like 3 years. So
you know
what I'm saying? He might do about 12 months or something to, make sure that don't nobody else do no shit like that. I mean,
so they gonna make an example out of him, right?
See, he also messed up. They're trying to prove that he sent that letter.
Right.
So when you do stuff like that in the mail, that's like a whole nother federal charge or something. Right. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? So
I mean, I think they're gonna make an example out of him. He probably do like 6. You probably right about it because you been.
That's not the worst part of it. The worst part of it is you lose your job now. But, the whole thing was about getting more money from your job.
That's true.
What they about to cash you in now? About to cash you in nothing?
But like I said, he did it wrong, man. He's supposed to went to rehab. All he had to do was say he was an addict, man. And he could have saved everything, but he was too
What he's
proud.
supposed to did was got some people from out of town. You know what I'm saying? Like the man said in the movie, he said, you don't play a hoe to fuck you.
Right.
You pay her to
Don't
leave.
leave.
You know what I'm saying? He should have paid some cats from out of town.
Yeah.
You know, they done caught up with the niggas. They dudes and shit. They
But
black
they
dudes.
was from out of town though. They was from Nigeria.
Dude, they was from Nigeria.
They
They
went
was
to
living around the corner from where they bought the ski mask.
Hey man.
So they tracked them to their apartment. Nigga, I'm telling you, they had the Uber car, license plate, or whatever kind of car service they was riding in, man.
What's our tagline, brother? We always say, man.
Don't be stupid,
Don't
man.
be stupid, man.
Come on, man. That's how they bought the ski mask from the store around the corner from their house, dog.
We say, don't be stupid every week, dog. And every week, it amazes us how we see all this stupid shit that's happening, man. But like I say, man, like, as long as y'all keep doing stupid shit, we'll
have something to put on the show.
Yeah, we're going to have the PAS moment of the week, man. So y'all keep it up, man. Keep doing stupid shit, because we're going to keep doing our show regardless. So, man, thank you, Jussie Smollett, for giving us some stupid shit to talk about. But for the rest of y'all, the civilians and everybody else in the world, don't be stupid. So until the next time we see y'all, man, don't be stupid. Peace.